Well, it's not looking good for New York City, not one bit. It looks like Zoran Mamdani, the socialist, aka communist, is taking over NYC, and it's a high percentage that he will be the next mayor of NYC. But NYC is not going down without a fight. Here is a Cuban man letting the whole crowd know that you just cannot bring socialism, aka communism, in disguise to New York City. It just won't work. And I want you to take a look at the crowd here. What do you notice about this crowd full of people? I gotta say, the crowd, by looking deep into them, I can already tell who they are and what they are and who they voted for and what they believe in. And I can tell you this crowd is very empty, even though it seems like a packed house coming to see this guy. So I want to show you guys this video. Then we're going to talk about what happened on CNN as well, and what's going on as a whole in the United States of America by letting this guy take over NYC. As of right now, the betting markets have him at an 81%. 81% to win the mayoral race. Adams has no chance. Cuomo has no. Nobody has a chance, ladies and gentlemen. And it's just not looking good at all. All right, let's take a listen here as he screams, warning the entire crowd of what's coming to NYC. Smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let's take a listen.
You are a communist! Cuba! This is not Cuba, you fool! So communism will never be
You know that something is changed when it's not enough to call us democratic socialists anymore. Because he knows what we know, which is that the fight for each and every person to live a dignified life is a fight that is very popular across this country.
Yeah, he's going at it with everybody in the crowd. He's going out with everybody. Look at him. Look. He's screaming at Mamdani. Hold on. He got a Cuba shirt on too. He got a Cuba shirt. Let's take a look here.
Many here, and myself included, we first knew of Bernie.
Yeah, so he's screaming with a Cuba shirt. What's actually coming to the United States of America? It's here. It is a crazy thing. I mean, you look at the crowd, it's full of women, literally nothing but women. So these are going to be the people in New York City that vote. A lot of white people, some black individuals, a lot of, just looks like a very progressive crowd. As you can see, Bernie Sanders is right there too. Bernie Sanders is backing this guy. In fact, Bernie Sanders is #1 with backing him, and also AOC is backing him. They've been together for some time now. Right there, they've been together for some time now. Again, this guy is going to win this with the support of AOC, her popularity, and of course, Bernie Sanders, them being the socialists. But there was a very interesting segment that happened where there was some pushback, and I want you guys to take a listen to here. Abby Phillips finally does her job for like the first time, and I don't know how long she's been working for CNN for. She actually does her job here while interviewing socialist NYC mayoral candidate Zoran Mamdani by government ownership of stores. Let's take a listen here.
Why is the government a better solution for a lack of grocery stores, food deserts, than just working with the private sector to have them do what they know how to do, which is run grocery stores? What's your answer to that?
There are more than 1,000 grocery stores in New York City. I'm proposing creating 5 additional ones, one in each borough of New York City that the city would run, and that would guarantee cheaper groceries, not free food, but cheaper groceries. And part of that is because food is a necessity for New Yorkers. It's a necessity for everyone. And yet it's something that people are being priced out of. And we can see the promise and the possibility of a public option. And we've seen in studies that have been done about the applicability of this in an urban setting like Chicago, that this is something we can actually deliver right here in New York City.
But there was another example in Kansas City where they had a government-run grocery store, and it's been there for years, but it's on the verge of closing because
No, it already closed. The one in Kansas City that she's talking about closed.
doesn't work.
It just doesn't work. People were robbing it. People were going in there, taking everything. Come on, they have no respect for it. It's free. It's basically free. This is why all this free stuff this guy is promising is a very dangerous thing. But there's something deeper to it. But she is pressing back on this idea, which is the first time I've seen her do that.
On the verge of closing because it doesn't work. They've been riddled with crime. They've dealt with just a lack of inventory. There are other examples where it just hasn't worked because, frankly, the government is not that good at being in the business of being in grocery stores.
Yeah, so we finally got some pushback from CNN, which is probably going to be the only pushback. Clay says, I finally caught you live. Finally caught her live. Who's really voting for this guy? I talked to my family and friends from Soundview. Nobody likes this guy. Bro, listen, I'm going to tell you something. The people that are voting for this guy is majority of NYC that is going to be able to vote. He doesn't have crazy amount of voters, but he has enough voting power to win this election. And unfortunately, the people voting for him are the weirdos, are the people that are in the business of doing this. But here's something that Steve Bannon said. I do want to kind of highlight this. This is the rhetoric from the right here that I want to take a look at, because this is not the only person saying this. Mamdani is not a socialist. He's not a populist. It's not about affordability. He's a Marxist. He's a Marxist. And he also says he's a jihadist. Take a listen to what Steve Bannon has to say.
That's what President Trump is doing by taking control of these insurrectionist sanctuary cities. And guess what? We had Mike Rogers on yesterday. I thought he made a very compelling case for Detroit. President Trump is going to Chicago. He's going to take it to New Orleans. And eventually, he's going to go to New York. I think you wait to New York until Mamdani wins, which he's going to win. And I think he could win big. And when the red-green axis, when the Marxist, he's not a socialist. He's not a populist. It's not about affordability. He is a Marxist and jihadist. His mother's been taking money from Qatar forever. That's how they financed the whole deal. He's a happier, happy-clappy Obama. And he's going to be like Sadiq Khan. That's what President.
Wow. That is white liberal women are going to vote him in. Yeah, white liberal women. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button. Yeah, well, he does have a lot of white liberal female women, obviously, voting for him. But here is J.D. Vance, who is potentially going to maybe be the nominee for the Republicans in the upcoming election in a couple, 3 more years. Here's what he has to say about Mamdani.
Does Mandani, when you hear him speak, is this a man who feels gratitude for the United States of America? Is this a man who feels grateful for all of the opportunities, the incredible bounty of this country? I don't know the guy, but my sense is he's had a very good life in this country. It would be nice for him to occasionally show a sense of gratitude instead of just attacking the United States for all of its problems. Does Mandani, when you hear him speak, is this a man who...
Yeah, so he sounds like everybody else, Mamdani. He's had a good life here in New York City, in the United States of America, being an immigrant, which is a lot of immigrants. They have great stories. But here's something that went viral as well. I don't know, man. He tried to do a pull-up. I mean, not a pull-up bar. He tried to do a bench press, and it didn't go well. Yeah, he went to the hood to go do bench presses, and apparently he wasn't that strong.
This is how you move up in the polls. Yeah.
This is how you move up in the polls. Okay. And by the way, so the bar is 45 pounds, and I think 25 and 25 on each side. So he's not lifting more than 120 pounds, less than that, maybe.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Let me get one more. Let me get three.
Two. He did 2 of those, and if they were assisted. Yeah. I don't know, man. As a man, that doesn't make me feel good. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Well, CNN is finally pushing back on Mamdani. Is trying to shove Marxism down NYC's throat, but it's a little too late. Yeah, it's a little too late. I think people at this point, that's what they want. They seem to want Marxism. They seem to want that type of world for some reason. This is just what they seem to want. And unfortunately, He's leading in the polls big time. If you go search up Mamdani, you'll be able to see that this is the guy that people are choosing. This is the guy that people want. Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys some more stuff that's happening here. Remember, he was pretty much booted out of there. He's been confronted by New Yorkers. That's a good thing. New Yorkers are confronting him.
Sorry, I want something to eat. I would like something to eat. Let me tell you something, man. You are not welcome in this island. October 7th, Jew hater. You Jew hater piece. Hey, Mr. Mandani, can I talk to you? This is my island. You're not welcome here. Excuse me. You hate Jews. You hate this country. You hate this. Big shot for the Tom Holman. Don't go home.
So here's something. Here's my last closing comments on this. So again, people are trying to fight back, but it looks like there is no fighting anymore. Mamdani will be the winner. He's leading by way too much at this point. What is the aftermath? Now, Steve Bannon said something that's very interesting. He said Trump should wait to bring in the National Guard when Mamdani is officially the mayor, because that is going to be chaos. That's going to be the most chaotic time in New York City. Mamdani is going to try to Trump-proof New York City to the point where he won't be welcome there. By the way, I do got to show you one more video, because apparently, Trump, there's rumors that Trump will be in New York City. I don't think this is New York City. I think this is actually a different area. What do you guys hear here? A lot of Democrats are cheering this because Trump made an appearance at the U.S. Open, and many people are saying that Trump is actually booed. I'm gonna play this. You guys let me know. I'll play this. This is gonna be on my final video. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button for me. I appreciate everybody here this late. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna play this. Let me know if there's some boos, or what do you hear? They're saying that it was majority boos. So let's take a listen. We're gonna wait because they're singing the national anthem, and then they're gonna show Trump, and then the cheers and the boos, whatever you hear. I know what I heard, but we'll go through it together. Okay, so he was shown on the big screen. What did you guys hear when he was shown? He's about to be shown here. I don't know. Seems like more cheers, and then the boos little toward the end. Let me know what you guys hear. That was at the U.S. Open. I hear more cheers, but apparently he's getting booed on. According to Democrats, Trump is again doing a tremendous, terrible job. There is a lot going on again with President Trump as far as the National Guard is concerned. He went at it earlier today with a reporter. Him and the reporter went at it because the reporter said that Trump is weighing war on Chicago. Chicago seems to be next up as well. But we're going to be talking about that in just a few moments. I'm probably going to do another live about that as well. So again, this is the direct information behind what is happening between that. All right. Final story about billionaire Zohran Mamdani donor bankrolling national woke math movement. Apparently, he is getting backed by a woman who believes that there is believes in woke math movement. So the billionaire, she basically recently donated over $250,000 to her super PAC supporting socialist Zohran Mamdani. Let me read the story for you guys. And she is bankrolling a national push to bring woke math into public schools, a twisted bid to turn kids into socialist revolutionaries, critics told the New York Post. Yeah, crazy, right? Philanthropist Liz Simmons, daughter of the late hedge fund billionaire Jim Simmons, oversees a foundation, a near $1 billion endowment trashing traditional race-neutral math in favor of race-obsessed leftist lessons, inserting social justice principles into many aspects of students' studies. This approach, embraced in states like California, but rejected in Florida, actually, included thrusting racial and LGBTQ themes into previously straightforward lessons plans. For instance, a lesson on how to use graphs to perform math could take a huge detour, with teachers trying to drive home a point that there is income disparity between white Americans and poor people of color. So that is who he's being backed by. That's kind of like what's going on. You guys see what's happening here. So that was some of the big breaking news here. She donated $250,000 to the super PAC supporting Zoran Mamdani in New York City. So woke math, funny math. Here is what it looks like. Problem: a rectangular garden is 12 feet wide and 5 feet long. What area in the perimeter of the garden? Standard approach, multiply that, boom, boom, boom. Woke approach would be encourage students to dig deeper and ask questions like, who owns the land? And is it a community garden? And do all members have access to healthy, fresh food? Question mark. Students might still calculate the area perimeter, but the math lesson becomes a way to discuss food sovereignty, environmental justice, and racial inequalities while speaking and solving math problems. Man, what the is going on? That is the experiment that we're about to see in New York City head on. Now, if that is successful in New York City and more people try to vote on this and vote this way, you will start to see that in the major cities, it'll be a collateral damage. It'll be a domino effect into more woke math. That, again, the principalities behind it is the left's way of saying or portraying social justice during math. So you want to talk about super woke? This would be the meaning of wokeism, in my opinion, right? Because now you're not even teaching kids math. You're now teaching kids, in my opinion, how to be victims of some type of societal collapse that we're supposed to have in order to restart. So that's what this goal is. It's like it's like an anti-capitalism math way, and this is what they're going to be teaching kids. I told you, they're gonna get to the kids some way. How? This will be one of the best ways for them to get that. And why not? For them, starting that program of woke math would be amazing to start it in the most popular city in America, which is New York City. So this is what's coming. I told you guys, we've been talking about this for some time. This guy gets elected, you now open the doors for this. So it's just now up to people. Whether you agree or disagree with Trump, whether you agree or disagree with Democrats or Republicans, this is the truth, and this is how Democrats, not even Democrats, because that's the thing I'm very confused about. Who's voting for this guy? I don't think it's Democrats. I think it's just a whole bunch of people who are tired of the system, who don't have money, which is a lot of people. I was kicked out of the pay. Well, something kicked me out. All right, that's my cue to go. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Make sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you guys think about Zoran Mamdani, woke math, and all these things happening in the world of politics. And I love you guys. And comment down below. It really does help me a lot. Thank you for your $1 donation. I appreciate anybody donating. I appreciate you guys donating. I appreciate you guys gifting subs. All of that does help this channel, but the most important thing is liking and sharing the videos. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll probably come back in a little bit to do another live stream. If not, we'll come back tomorrow, but thank you so much again for being here. See you guys on the next one.